Hey guys, so here we go. At the Miami airport. On my way back to the Boogie Down Bronx, baby. So it was a very, very, very successful weekend because I had a chance to do. We added at least another hour and a half of content over to SniperFight.com. Like I said, guys, that's going to be something that is a $49 a month membership with $99 the initial month. That has, again, close to 10 hours worth of content. Actually, it's over that. And literally, it's all my secrets and thoughts and ideas and tricks and so on and so forth throughout the years of me as a fighter. Is a curriculum that people can actually follow. And I'm excited about it. So those of you who registered will get 3 months worth of that. And that's a $200 value, regardless if you registered last month or even this one. Now, that right there is called Impossible. And I am so grateful to Sensei Arango, who literally was my role model as a Latino, having the martial arts school with my name on it. He was the first one that I saw did that. I wish, it would have been Luis Delgado or somebody like that, but that didn't happen. It was Anthony Arango. And he literally had an army of fighters. And I was so, impressed with the fact that he was not just a great competitor, he has some phenomenal students. Man, and here he is today in 2025. Right there, guys. He's doing something that's unprecedented. Whoever competes in his tournament, 35 and above, that wins the division, he's going to pay for them to compete at the OGs. It's crazy. I mean, I'm actually emotional about it. The people who are coming up on board, including Sean Nathan Ingram, the magazine that's going to have the ratings, and all the help that Lewis Bad Boy Royce is doing, Master Tyrone. I'll have to stop there because otherwise there's too many people. But one more I mentioned, Abdulaziz. These people are acting as if this tournament is theirs, and it really is. Us one. I mean, we need this thing. They don't care about us anymore, and I care about us because I am us. Again, this is the proof. Now, by the way, that's July 27th. You should see the information there. I will be competing that day myself. There will also be a table there, but I got to compete, guys. I want to be able to compete also. That's a good possibility I might compete at the U.S. Open too. And on that note, when I am competing in tournaments, and if you guys happen to be there, we're going to put together what would be a clan. And I call it the OG Sniper Clan. So if you want to be down with the OG Sniper Clan, that's those of you who are competing in other tournaments, I should say competing in our tournament, but you want to have the support of myself and others. And when we go to NASCAR tournaments, we roll in there together. That'd be kind of cool. Still trying to get Sheehan Walter Good over here to the Boogie Down Bronx. He's having, he's in Los Angeles, but the point is that, again, guys, someone like Anthony Arango, and again, I apologize for not using all the titles, otherwise sometimes I get confused. I call them Sensei and they Shihans, and I call them Shihans and they Kiyoshi, I call them Shioki, Kyoshis and they Hanchis, and I get confused. So I'm just going to use the government name, but they all pioneers and legends. He's doing something right here that I think is completely impossible, and but highly appreciative. Again, I'm in Miami on my way back to New York City. We're down Bronx. I continue to get text and correspondence from people who are so excited, and I'm excited for them. I really did this to fill a void in the industry that I think was really, really dearly needed, and it's what would be the pioneers and legends. I'll say it again. We helped build these circuits, and for some reason they kicked us to the curb, which is fine. I'm not even complaining about it any longer. I'm just doing something about it because literally, you know, it's a shame when I see pioneers and legends and the children just walk by them or push them out the way like they don't count. You know, it happened in industries like hip hop, I should say, coaches, but to happen in martial arts, it just breaks my heart. Or you have a kid on stage, again, who can't tie his belt right, but he's in the nighttime finals, and we who help build these circuits are kicked to the curb, which is insane. So enough of that. You know, there's enough things for the kids. Now it's about us. Or I should say these events are about us because we matter. That's why I always say us one. Now really stay tuned, guys. There's a lot of announcements. Tonight I'll go live again at 9 o'clock. But in addition to that, we are doing interviews. So today I got to figure out who's going to be that interview because of schedule. But I'm going to be putting a schedule. So we're going to do interviews that'll go live through Facebook, but they're being recorded, not through Zoom, but a similar platform when it comes to podcasting. And I want to make sure that you guys see it. For example, the first one we're going to put out tonight, I should say, is going to be one that we did with the legendary, phenomenal, also Thierry Castell. So you guys had a chance to see a version of that when I was doing it live while I was recording it to Facebook. That's not the way we're going to do it in the future. It'll be actually in Facebook live while we're in the screens together. And then we'll also be having meetings and what would be seminars right through there too, just so you guys know. But realistically, what I can say is that I'm excited, I'm proud, I'm looking forward to seeing these pioneers and legends and OG, take their uniforms, dust them off, and start to compete. Now we do have some injuries. We have John O'Leary, who got hurt, so he won't be able to compete. Sorry about that. We also have Senpai Franklin Rodriguez. Hopefully he'll be able to compete, but there's an injury there. And there's one other person that doesn't come to mind right now. I apologize. It's been on overtime. But so please, guys, be careful when it comes to you. You're working out. Don't get overzealous and hurt yourself, because that's not what this is about. This is about tapping into what would be your true potential. And we got a lot of people who have illnesses, people who had major operations, and they're still going to do whatever they can. And I'm excited about that, because that's what this is about, to stimulate people, motivate people to tap into the champions of them. So again, if you're 70, you're the youngest person in that division. How cool is that? 75, you're the youngest in that division. So the person who retired at 65, you're the youngest in that division. How cool is that? And yes, we'll have ratings. Yes, we'll have a bunch of accolades for that, because you legitimate will be champion. And this is not going to be a one for. In other words, if for some reason you can't make it to this event, we will have a event again in the same location, and then we're going to have some in Florida and Puerto Rico and a whole bunch of places. Just stay tuned. I'll be on this all the time. And that's about it. Tonight I will announce a few other things, and I will also put Thierry Castell's interview. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you share this, I really would appreciate it. God bless. AB. See ya.